About caterpillars and the things they don't know. They'll do is chew on leaves and then they gradually grow. Are their eggs? Do they have any clue what we'll have in store for them and what they will do? Don't know where they're heading. They don't know where they're from. They have absolutely no idea who they will become. Burmese metamorphosize into something more, but I want to make it clear this song is not a metaphor. I just think caterpillars don't know what's going on. The dopey as heck, don't know why we respect. They can't read vision, right decisions, or pay with a check. I just think caterpillars don't know what's going on. They can't eat leaves, and I can also climb trees, and I can also conceive what I would be in 3 years, a keeper of bees. If it's out of fluid when your coppers throw the book at you for doing something stupid. When you're jaded and you're lonely and the world's about to end, just remember something beautiful is just around the bend. When the timing isn't right and when the skies are looking dreary, when the stars all need aligning, but the lighting makes you weary, when exasperation strikes you and you've nothing to defend, just remember something beautiful is just around the bend. When your love runs out of breath and your duet becomes a solo, when finding why you're here becomes a game of Marco Polo, you know the thing about that game is that you'll always find a friend. Just remember something beautiful is just around the bend. Just remember something beautiful is just around the bend. Feeling, do you like the show? Are you tired of it? Never mind, I don't wanna know. Are you finding it boring? Too fast, too slow? I'm asking but don't answer 'cause I don't wanna know. Of your attention, yes or no? I'd guess the answer, but I don't wanna know. Am I on in the background? Are you on your phone? I'd ask you, but you're watching, but I don't wanna know. Is there anyone out there? Or am I all alone? It wouldn't make a difference, still I don't wanna know. I thought it'd be over by now, but I've got a while to go. I give away the ending, but I don't wanna. Hello, everybody! I hope you all are having a lovely, lovely day. My name is Term, as you all well know, and today is another episode of the Snowfall SMP. Oh, we are apparently getting into Arc 3 today, which I believe is the final arc. And, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hop on, because I need to. I have to. I gotta. you know, I gotta play Captain Term. So I will be doing my best with that. See you in a little bit. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, needed a bit of a refresher today. How are you doing? Good, good. Oh, make sure I get everything I need. It's there we go. Oh, you two are doing good. Like it. Oh, everybody seems to be enjoying themselves, especially you. I would say I would put you in with the Lottles, but I think they would tear you apart. To be fair. Oh, okay. Let's see.
Morning, Captain.
Oh, morning. Oh, how? Let me head over that direction if you're going to be over there. Best not to take the long way, especially for those, especially for me. Rather not. Rather not. I don't think I'll run out of water on the way over, but. Oh, how are you
You
doing?
slept in today?
Yes, a tiny bit.
I've been up pretty early.
Oh, that's good. That's good news. Is it intentional or?
It's easier to fish when not everyone's up.
Oh, that's. I can relate to that. Good. Can't tell you how many times I just basked in the early morning sunrise on my old ship. Just while the rest of the crew was sleeping, me manning the helm. Quiet time.
I don't know if I like the silence, but I do like catching fish.
Well, I wouldn't say there's ever any true silence. At least if you're listening right. The world will tell you everything you ever need to know. It'd make you'd be surprised how good the world is. How it is at conversation. Oh, looks like everybody is still having fun. I think.
Certainly looks like it.
If you had told me, a few years ago when I first set up this tank, if you told me there'd be this many Lottles here, I would have called you crazy.
I helped you with it.
Well, yes, I'm saying. To be fair, there's some very heavy parts of this. And
You looked up the materials and I told you where to put them.
Yes. You seem to know exactly where to put them. Oh, so any big plans today? Any
Not that I can think of. Not really. Certainly definitely need a calm day after last week.
Ah, yes. Last week was... I'm sure it'll be fine. I've got I'm sure everybody will have something that they can do. I know Zach is going. I need to talk with them and maybe train them a bit more in the art of magic. Me and Kay had a wonderful conversation, or I say wonderful. They they didn't quite understand my decision to give Zach that scepter, but I see great things in him. What can I
Hmm.
say? He's got potential. He can learn a lot in just in if he just has the right person guiding him.
Yeah. That kind of sounds like everyone.
Yeah. To be then again after Kay and I ended up talking, they seemed to calm down after I talked about everything, and apparently
Hmm.
they might be asking for some help as well. They some trident lessons apparently. They
Ah.
they I'm not sure how they were able to acquire the materials for one, but well
Hmm.
I can't really, now that they have one, it's only right that they know how to use it. I will
That's fair.
I will say it is very useful. At least, it's I would say it's similar to a bow, but at least mine is, because I mean, I get mine back, so
Hmm.
his still needs some magical stuff added to it. Oh, also, Fire's building a house or an outpost out past
Oh.
the lighthouse. Someplace
Hmm.
to
I was
harvest,
wondering what that was.
something to do with harvesting berries or something like that. I think it's
Hmm.
nice.
Hmm.
I think they're going to do. I think they're going to do well.
Hmm.
Mhm.
I know I haven't built much in a long while, and I'm hoping maybe I can get back to building, but
I'm sure if
we'll
you,
see.
I'm sure whatever you make will be wonderful. And if you need to start small,
Hmm.
I can always teach you a tiny bit of the carving I know. Maybe make a scale model of your house. And then
That would certainly be interesting.
well, just be careful with those scale models. I once heard of an old sailor who made his own scale model of his house, and well, let's just say when you mess around with magic and scale models, suddenly anything you mess around with in the model messes around with up where you are. Oh,
Oh,
magic
it
is.
certainly seems interesting.
It was quite the tale that he spun. To be fair, I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly how true they were. You always have to take an old salt's tales with a grain of salt. uh,
I will tell you that axe, this axe,
yes.
it just looks exactly the same as when I got it, even though I've been using it a lot more.
Well, that is what that metal is good
Hmm.
for. Just as
Hmm.
it's like, as long as you focus on it and you give it the right care that it deserves, it'll last probably longer than me, longer than anybody really. It's built with quality.
Hmm.
Mhm. I know Kay has one of those as well. So that way they can get back to work on their ring. They were having
Uh,
it's been getting
hmm.
harder to clean that thing up, so they've just been going through axe after axe, and I thought, you know what, might as well do what I can to help them. I still don't
Hmm.
quite get it. I'm personal. I've already told you how copper is a bit of a
Hmm.
incomplete focus, so
Hmm.
building an entire whatever that might be out of that, it just seems strange.
Hmm. I don't know if I particularly like copper all that much.
Hmm. I will
It's something
say.
about, I guess it's just when it's clean, something about it just bothers me.
Hmm. Oh, there you are. Hello, Zach.
Hmm.
How's the armor?
Hello.
How's the armor treating you? I see you've added some more customizations to it.
I made it less likely to break, but it's
Oh.
still breaking.
Hmm.
Oh.
Well, I will do my best to make sure to get you more material, so that way we can help fix it up. Nothing a
I'm
bit.
trying to get more books to fix it, but
Yes,
that's not easy.
I can understand. It is quite quite the thing. How's your scepter been treating you? You've been using it
It's very
responsibly.
good. Yes, I've been using it responsibly, and it's not breaking.
Good, good. That's wonderful. I will say earlier last week I found some more Karmot. I think in a little bit if I find just a couple more pieces, I might be able to get you that spell focus. From what I understand, some of the best healers in Merling society use them all the time. I think you might like it.
Hmm.
Okay.
Of course. All right. Well, I won't stop you. You go have fun. You keep experiencing the world as you always do. Stay safe.
Yeah, I will.
Oh, I will say there are a fair number of there's still so many focuses they could get. Some I don't think they'll ever get their hands on, to be fair. There's one that you can only find. Oof, you have to find. It is a pain to get. You have to. Let's just say you'd have to walk through hell smiling to get it.
Huh.
It is some of them are quite a pain to get, but it if he were able to make a focus out of that, he would have something that could defend against just about anything. Amazing shield that can protect anyone around them. Trying to make sure that they're not being too willy-nilly with the magic. Not exactly. I think we all saw how that ended for Olive.
Oh, Ferris. Hi.
Oh,
Hello.
hello.
Yeah,
Oh.
I accidentally dug myself into that mushroom, and all the exits were into barriers, so I couldn't get out. So I had to dig my way into that one.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, well, I'm just happy you're safe, okay? I
Should
will
probably
say...
remove some of the barriers on the mushrooms.
Possibly. Well, I'll get to that in a bit. I will
Yeah,
say, Ferris, Kay was talking to me earlier. Something about some misbehaving. Is there anything you need to talk to with me about? Apparently, something to do with not stealing, because you've not been doing that, but something iffy. I just want to make sure that you're okay, and make sure that
I mean, I'm okay.
okay, and you're treating everyone else with respect, right? You're being kind to them, right? You're respecting their boundaries, stopping when they ask you, everything.
Mm, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Trust me when I say I'm no stranger to mistakes, but it's important that you're still young and you're still learning, and I don't want you to think that this changes anything. Kay let me know and wanted me to talk about it, and as far as I'm concerned, you and everyone on this side are my responsibility. And I want to make sure that you all are living up to your potential. I know you can do amazing things if you set your mind to it. You just gotta make sure you do so with kindness and not with anything else. Okay? Wonderful. Alright, well, I'm not going to keep you. Is there anything you need from us aside from that?
Nope. I think I'm good.
Wonderful, wonderful. If you need anything, do let me know. In fact, I don't think you have much armor. I might have to make you your own set in a little bit.
Yeah, I don't really like how armor feels.
That's understandable. Whatever the case, if you ever need anything, any tools or what have you, you just let me know, okay? Oh my word, I'm starting to sound like my father. God, if he saw me now, he would just be like, I told you one day it would be you. God.
I mean, to be fair, I think we're both taking care of Ferris together.
You're not wrong. I'm just happy. I'm happy that they're so young, and so I don't want anybody. Kay seemed a bit. I'm happy Kay was as understanding about the whole thing. The last thing I would want is for someone to look at Varys and judge them before they even get to know them.
Hmm.
They've
I know. I did that.
That's
I'm
why
guilty of that very much.
that's why I was there.
Hmm.
Sometimes it's the smallest and most tricky ones that need the most help.
Hmm.
I will say
To be honest, I think I've lost count of how many are in here.
that's usually how it goes. At some point, you just stop counting and you're just happy that they're here.
Yeah.
I know I wasn't lying when I said I've been finding more material. It seems the border extended not just past my ship, but in all directions. So many more caves with very far away from all the other caves around here. So lots of materials. I think I even found a lush cave not too long ago. No axolotls, so I'm assuming all of them just fled the caves and made their way here.
This is the new safe space.
I mean, of all the places, I would trust this place to be it. I should really look into. I need to talk with Fire later about that. I know they've been doing doctor work for a fair number of the villagers, and including myself, making sure I'm drinking, my potions and such. But I need to talk with them later. I've still not been sleeping quite right. I don't know. I think it's just old Captain Instincts convincing me that things are going to go a certain way when they aren't. It's hard to know when to trust your gut and when not to.
That's fair. I kind of feel the opposite. Everything just feels fine right now. Sure, it's scary, but I mean, I feel fine.
Yeah, things are getting better, and that's good. I think it's always been a person by. I know Kay is also has been utilizing the forge, making their copper extend a far bit further than they had before, which is good. They seem to need a lot of it. Not sure what for, but seems like they're doing a good job respecting boundaries, and Fire's doing good. I'll be honest, I still don't have a good read on Rel. They always seem very distant, like their minds in another world somewhere. I wouldn't put it. What I can say is they seem to be good on most things. If it weren't for them, I wouldn't have been able to make this. So I still don't know how they got it. It's another one of those materials that is just a pain to get if you're someone like me. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if there's still some people out there that if I showed up there, I'd probably be killed on the spot. What can I say?
I mean, considering me seeing you punch an alligator, I don't think you'd go down easy.
Oh, there's things stronger than alligators, but I do appreciate the sentiment. Oh.
Well, you did it barehanded, and now look at you.
Yeah, true. But to be fair, I was itching for a fight back then. I feel like now I need to just relax, I feel
I'm
like
sure you could take on far more than what you think.
let's hope it doesn't come to that. A smart man a smart man tries their best not to seek out a fight, but is more than willing to finish one.
Getting late already.
What can I say? Time flies when you're talking with people you care about.
Been getting harder to carry things, so I've been using my bag more.
Seems like a good idea.
I still have to go get around to clearing the ice.
Add some lights around, make it easier for someone like me to pop out. I will say it's been nice seeing these little buoys. Honestly, making them out of mushrooms was a bit of a strange idea, but I think it
It
works.
seems to work though.
It is nice knowing that I don't
They're
have
like
to.
warm.
Yes.
They kind of like radiate warmth.
Well, yes, they give off light, so they give off energy, and so there has to be some sort of warmth there.
I believe Kay put them here, so then when people are learning to fly, they have a nice place to crash if they need to. The water's a lot safer than the ice.
Yes, that is very true. They were that's one of the reasons they wanted to take up the trident. They mentioned how utilizing an axe or a sword from the sky is a bit too. Speaking of ones, oh, that's what I thought. Yeah, you run away. Think I'd be a better shot with this after all this time. Oh.
Usually what I do is I aim a little ahead where it's going.
That seems like a
Predict
good...
where it moves, and that's where you can get it. It takes
like...
time for it to get there.
Seems like a good idea. I guess I'm more accustomed to gladiatorial combat. These tridents were more used for one-on-one combat and not hordes, I guess. Still, I do think
Ferris is still eating the berries. You think we could teach him not to? Because I'm not getting through to them.
There is one thing that I've learned in all of my years. Also, I don't know why I'm holding these. They're just in my inventory.
I thought you were about to eat them.
No. Listen. There, when it comes to learning a lesson, sometimes... So, when you were first learning to fly, how many times did you crash into a wall or scrape your knee or stuff like that?
Oh,
How many times?
I injured myself many times.
Exactly, and every time you crashed or got hurt or got sick, it taught you a lesson, right? Sometimes it's a person that teaches you a lesson, and sometimes it's the ground. And in this case, I feel like we just have to wait for it's something we have to just wait out, because Ferris definitely seems like the type that learns better from the pavement than an actual person. I will try to talk to them, but I don't think I can stop them. At the end of the day, only they can do that.
Yeah. I'll confiscate berries from when I can, but if they can keep replanting them, it's not really useful.
Well, to be fair, if you harvest all the berries, then you'd have all the seeds. And then who would be replanting
them? Fair. That I'm still not really sure why they're growing here, and I don't want to really touch them.
That's understandable.
Because, I mean, I know vaguely why the shadow stuff was here. Because of Frank, but I don't know what this is here for. This is new to me. And I don't exactly want to go down there and ask Frank.
Well, that's understandable. How have you been, by the way, since you came back up?
I'm alright.
Well, I heard that. Oh wow, I heard that sigh. I feel like all right. It's a bit of a mask you're putting on. You can talk to me. I'm here. I wouldn't.
Well,
I've been here the whole time, and I plan to be here a fair bit longer. So don't mind me. I'm just trying to see if I can hit them between the eyes. Got him.
Frank and I ended on a bad note, at least.
Ah.
he kept insisting that I'd stay and kept saying it's only been a week, which now that I learned that it wasn't, it was far longer. I don't know how to feel, but I just kind of walked out on him,
Mm-hmm.
refused to turn around and kind of yelled at him,
Yeah.
and I feel bad about it.
You don't have to deal with everything right away, just as long as you're dealing with it when it hits. I think that's important.
Mm.
Sometimes you can't end with. Sometimes, trust me when I say I've known my fair share of ending relationships on bad notes, and sometimes you can't go back and fix it. But you made an attempt, and you went down there, and I'm not going to say that they tried to keep you there longer, because for all I know, they don't know that time probably doesn't feel the same for them.
I mean, there
Especially
wasn't
being
exactly a clock down there.
yes, and so I'm not about to try and badmouth them because well, I don't really know them, and there's a fair number of people who would badmouth me the moment that I would show up. And so I'm just the only thing I can say is you don't have to know how you feel about it right now. It's not like Frank is going anywhere, or it's not like any of us are going anywhere. We got all the time in the world to figure out how we feel about things.
It's just tough, you know?
Yeah. At the end of the day, that's that's I hate to say it, that's a bit of what life is. A lot of tough decisions that don't feel right. I don't know why I'm so poignant today. Maybe I should sleep in more often, get some more actual wisdom, and maybe that's why I've been so crazy, picking up gunpowder and crashing. I just wasn't getting enough sleep. God, that can you imagine that? But that's the entire that just the root of everything. I doubt it. I'm pretty. I think today's just a weirdly poignant day. Oh. It looks like morning's about to come by, which means we are about to be in for a beautiful sunrise.
It's always nice to see it.
Yeah.
It's even better in the air, because once you're high up enough in the sky, you get to see more of it. It almost seems impossible, you know?
I'll be honest, back when I first started keeping an eye on it, so many people tried to convince me that I'd get bored of it, that it's only special because you only see it occasionally, but there's always something different about it. No matter what, you always find something new, because you're always a different person. No man can step in the same river twice, for that is not the same river, and he is not the same man. Beautiful.
You know, I'm kind of glad I was stuck here. The landscape is beautiful.
It is. I will say, don't get me wrong, there are some lovely vistas out beyond the walls, but of all the places to get stuck, this one seems like a good one. Uh, there it is. And it'll go all the way back around and then come back up and then do it all over again. I wonder if that's what Kay's cycles were they were always talking about, or are really
Maybe.
in my experience a lot of I have to make sure that Kay's not here. Religion, because it's a religion. He tries to say that it's. I know that there's more basis than most, but it is a religion at the end of the day. A fair number of them like to talk in metaphor, and of course, and some people like to take those metaphors and make them literal, and I don't really know what to think about that. But this whole thing of cycles and stuff like that, the world is already made of cycles. Trying to make one more important than the other doesn't really make sense to me. The sun comes up every morning, and then it sets, and then it comes back up again. I get up every morning, I breathe air, and then forget that I need to actually get water occasionally. You know, we all are in a cycle of some sort, whether we want to believe it
I
or
do
not.
have to wonder. Do you wake up in the middle of the night and just douse yourself with water?
I have been taking water breathing potions.
Ah.
Dr.
So I
Fire.
know when I was down there, I just waterlogged my
Yeah.
bed.
That seems like a good idea, honestly, but
It wasn't comfortable,
yeah,
but I mean, it worked.
why do you think I had such trouble sleeping? And when I'd venture out here, there'd be so many just phantoms, because it's hard to sleep underwater when you're so used to sleeping on land all the time. It's on. I will say that's the one thing that Merlings did not have on anybody. Merlings could not make a good bed. They couldn't. They were like, "Oh, here's this kelp bed," and it's like, "Ah, yes, wet plant matter. That's good. This is great. This is exactly what I wanted to sleep in." You know, and it like. Then again, I guess there were some people who it was worth getting bad sleep for. Yeah, but now I've been getting better sleep. I had an actually decent bed frame. I checked Ferris's room recently. They have another tunnel. They
They
I
say that they aren't going to make any more tunnels, but then you see another one up here.
yes. I like to think that the tunnels are not for any purpose. I like to think that they are just to do. Because it's hard to change. It takes a lot.
It's just habit.
Yes. And, you know, especially for someone like Ferris, who, well, they're so young, and so their habits are quite literally instinct. It's just what they know. And so I try not to be too hard on them, because it's hard to break that kind. How have you been checking on Olivet and Doe?
I'm not sure. I believe they've just been sleeping in and just hibernating, I guess.
Well, it is very cold, and well, I don't quite really understand hibernation. I mean, I read about it in books, and you know, I used to think it was a good idea, and then I really thought about it. I'm like, oh god, you just have to eat and sleep and eat, and now I'd have to do it underwater, and I'd be in that awful bed. Oh, for an entire for multiple months in a seaweed bed. No. Ugh.
I'm sure it's been a long time since either of them have slept for a long while.
Well, I think they deserve it. They deserve to sleep in as long as they like, as far as I'm concerned. Especially after all the help that they've done in such a short period of time, too. At least for you.
I definitely couldn't thank them enough for my hands.
Getting. Trust me when I say I know what it's like to get something back that you haven't had for years. It's nice being It's been nice being able to walk around again. That as well. I've been finding so much more aquamarine. Like, it seemed like all of it was just outside of the border, taunting me. Oh, hello, Ferris.
Kareem.
Oh, Ferris.
I have a thing for you.
Oh,
Oh,
thank
I don't
you.
know who it's from. It just says it's for you.
oh, well, that's nice.
It doesn't. Just has my name on it.
Someone probably just quickly wrote down a note and then put it in the box. Just one of those things. Some people find it a bit busy. Oh. Today's a good day. A calm day. By the way, Ferris, Bree mentioned that you've been eating the berries. Have they been causing problems?
No, not really.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure, just because I know after I ate them, they maybe it's just a fish thing. Maybe I'm not as opportunistic as I used to be. Just do make sure you stay safe, okay? Last thing I need is you getting sick. I don't think either of us. I don't think you'd want to have to visit the doctor again. Exactly. We're on the same page. You make sure you keep yourself healthy, strong.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Hmm. You know, my vision's been getting a lot worse, and I'm kind of worrying that at some point I won't be able to see the sunset, you know?
I mean, worst comes to worst, we might be able to ask Olivet to help you with some eyes. Maybe you could get some of the ones that the tall people have, and then you can
No.
teleport around by just looking. Oh, can you imagine? Oh,
It couldn't probably imagine the vertigo I would feel.
true. I feel like you'd be better versed to it. I mean, you're flying at you used to fly top speeds all the time, and seems like I think you'd take to it like a fish to water.
Maybe.
Mhm.
I don't know. It seems like such a big thing. I mean, sure, my hands are a different story, because if that went wrong, nothing would have really changed. But if my eyes get worse because of it, that is not good.
Yeah,
I know I have good ears, but I mean, I prefer sight.
yeah. Trust me when I say sight is definitely preferred. I will
Mm.
I will say though, if anything like that happens, I am more than happy to look after you like you did for me. Don't give me any of that. Oh, I'll feel useless jargon. No, you won't. You
Are
could
you
not.
sure about that?
You could not be worthless to me because to me you are priceless. There is no treasure in this world worth more than you. And that is saying something, because I've seen treasure. I have seen so much. That fire was asking me how old I am, and I just sunk into the water. I don't feel, I don't, I'll be honest, I don't quite remember. It's been a long time. It's hard to really keep track of years when, well, a lot of human settlements would always have calendars and big. It was a lot easier to keep track of the time when seasons actually changed.
I mean, I'm, I assume we're the same age, right?
I mean,
I mean,
maybe. I think it's hard to tell because I didn't know you at like when I was a captain, and I am a captain, but a honest to goodness captain. And well, you've only ever known me as a fish, and I've only ever known you here. So I don't quite know. Like I'd say I'd say just to be safe, we say that we're the same age. Maybe I'm a bit older, more experience in the brain tank as you know.
well, I think that's just mean. I think I'm the older one.
I don't know. Do you remember that? Do you remember? uh, even if you are older, I'm taller.
Rude.
It's true though. It is a fact. I can't. You're fighting facts. This is so
Get
alive.
in the water.
So you know what you're being. You know what you're being. Childish. No.
Come here.
No.
Welcome to the club.
No!
Come here, Captain.
Nope.
Somebody get a pickaxe and help me!
What happened?
Huh?
What's happening with Zach?
I'll help Zach.
Somebody get a pickaxe and help me!
What happened?
There's a zombie!
Aw.
Uh-oh. Okay, I'll be honest, I might need some help because I just pressed I just pressed one of
What
my
did you
muscles.
do?
I think I might have thrown out my my trident. It's somewhere around
Oh,
here.
no. Oh, fuck.
In a panic. In a panic.
That just means I'm cooler. Cause I scared you. Where the fuck did you even go?
I will say I swam like around, but not like far.
I saw you go fucking everywhere.
Yes, but like you still saw me the whole time.
Yeah.
At no point
Is it
did
down-
did I leave the area.
Is it in the hole?
I wouldn't think if it is, then my word.
You just chuck
I
it
did-
down.
I don't think I went into the hole. Like I don't think I went in here, or I
Out of
stayed at
character,
the
we have
top.
5 minutes. Out of character, we have 5 minutes to find it before it despawns.
Yeah,
We're fucked.
I mean, to be fair, worst comes to worst, we can just
I can just
you can.
grab you a new one.
I'm sure the gods will bring it back to me. It's loyal, after all.
Yeah.
Also, you being like, oh, yeah, you scared me. No, I just don't want to fight a child.
Oi!
Listen, you walked into that one. My ancestors are
You
smiling.
walked into that too.
My ancestors smile on me, Imperial. Can you say the same?
I don't even know if I have ancestors.
Everyone has ancestors. You don't just pop into the world. Oh, you found it.
Perhaps they're smiling on me.
Would you like to give it a throw? It is actually very fun. Would you like to know something?
Hmm.
I'm at half a heart right now.
Where did you go?
I'm on my way back. Here I am.
It was worth it.
It was. Especially for I mean, to be
We
fair,
returned.
I am back. Oh, hello.
I'm sad now.
Oh, what happened?
There was a zombie villager.
Oh, we could have healed
And-
it, couldn't we?
Yeah, but then I got surrounded by 3 other zombies, and I
Mhm.
couldn't fight them all off,
Yeah.
and I died. And
Oh,
when
no.
I got back there, they were all gone.
Oh.
And
It was
my
a hit and
helmet
run.
broke. And my helmet broke.
Oh no.
Oh well.
So I don't have a helmet anymore. And my boots are almost broke.
Maybe we'll make you something out of a different material this time. Maybe
Okay.
maybe we can make something. We'll go through the list of armors until we find something that works for a long time.
Maybe something
Okay.
green.
Ooh, green. What type of?
Green.
To be fair, I wonder how a set of Prometheum armor would look.
Hmm.
I haven't seen Prometheum. Actually, also hollowed. But hollowed takes a fair bit more than I would need, like mithril and orichalcum, and that stuff is like super far down. and it's rare too. Like it's not just everywhere.
I
There's
could
a
try and get it.
I mean, I will say I found that I'm very good at mining I'm very good at mining vertically because I just go down, and if I hit like lava, the water just fills it in. Like
I
I
mean,
can just
that's fair.
it's you'd be surprised how easy it is to just hit bedrock when you don't have to worry about lava or breathing.
Well, I don't need to worry about those. I have water on me.
Ah, well, there we go.
Okay, goodbye.
No.
Maybe not here. Maybe not here, because there's some cave stuff down below that is, yeah, we're rather close to the cave systems over there. If you want to do that, maybe do it a bit farther out.
Then. I'll just go through the caves.
Okay, well, don't get hurt or lost or whatever.
I've already gotten lost once. I found my way back out.
Ugh.
Now you see how I.
Mhm. Mhm. I will say it is nice to see your face again. Maybe next helmet we won't have a face covering.
Can you do that?
Well, it would be made out of a different metal, but yes, like my helmet doesn't have a face covering to it, so
I think the one I made is more of a crown.
yeah. Crowns are also very nice, though I don't think they serve as well for protection. They're more aesthetically pleasing than anything else.
There. I didn't really need to worry about hitting my head on things. Well,
Mhm.
that's a lie. I was flying in a cave.
But yes,
Guess
I'm
I'm just
sure.
used to it, and I'm
Mhm.
able to put my hands in front of me.
Yeah. But yes, we'll make sure on your next set of armor we'll make something that doesn't have a face covering like that. One of the things of the people who used to make that armor, they were very particular about not showing their face. Something about honor and it being the way, and you know. I will say they understood how to fight. They God, they oh, hello. I'm not sure if they could hear that hello.
I did indeed hear that hello.
Wonderful. Oh, how are things going? Has the axe been treating you well?
The axe has been treating me quite well.
Oh,
Quite well indeed.
I'm extremely happy to hear that. I'm happy that something I made has quality.
Oh, many things you make are of distinguishing quality. This is certain beyond measure. Is that new garments you have, friend Zach?
I
My
think
helmet broke.
they got that, I believe, last week.
Ah.
There we go. Wanted to make sure that they were protected. You know, making sure that they could fight monsters without succumbing to them, as it were.
Indeed, indeed.
Well, I will say you sound very happy today. Is everything good? Any good news? That
I
you're
think I did find some news on what you had asked me to look for, friend Kareem, and it has raised my spirits.
Oh?
Yes. I did much searching through the tomes of cycles previous, and I do believe I found something along the lines of what we were looking for.
Ah. I'm glad you found something.
As am I. I do apologize for perpetually holding this tool the captain gave me, but
Oh, it's all
it,
good.
its restorative properties seem to only work when in one's hand.
You need to.
It is.
Yeah,
I swear it is no threat of any kind.
yes. You have the one thing about that metal is that it likes to. It almost has. There's a word for it. You need to put care into it. You know, when chopping down a tree, when you only have 3 hours, you spend the first 2 sharpening it. That's more or less what the metal that axe is made out of is.
I mean, it does look plant-like, so maybe it needs sunlight.
Yes,
And keeping it in your pocket the whole time doesn't exactly give it much sunlight.
you know, that might be the case. I just know of the metal. I don't know exactly why or how it works. So. Speaking of, I should probably hold this as well.
But how has everyone's rest been?
Been good. We've been having I slept in today, so which is nice. I haven't done that in a long time.
Any chance I could get one of those pickaxes?
I think I gave you one, I believe.
Yeah, but you told me to enchant that one.
I mean, if you want to use it in the meantime, feel free. Like, as long as you
Okay.
hold it out in the sun, it'll heal itself up, so.
I'm gonna go get it.
Oh, of
Then.
course. Ooh, wonderful.
Oh. Thank you.
Once I'm sufficiently hungry, I'll be sure to eat this along with the side of cheese.
I see.
I think I still have some cheese in my house. I need to get rid of it. I'm not going to be eating it, and I certainly don't think Milo or my other cat will want to eat it either.
I do not advise feeding it to your cats. They, as heavily carnivorous as they are, I don't think it will go well.
I may be able to tolerate it, but I highly doubt Milo will even look at it or try to eat it. Milo is very picky.
Milo was always very. I will say when they were in my care, I had to give them the best fish that I could find. Which
Milo always demands fresh fish. If it's over a day old, he'll turn up his little nose.
I see.
Oh.
My other cat, I still haven't named them yet, but they don't mind if the fish is a little older. They're too picky. So it's definitely easier to get food for them.
Oh, do either of you know where I might be able to obtain some charcoal?
I don't know if I have any on hand. I might have some wood that I could, like, char up, I guess. But I don't think I have any just plain charcoal.
I might look along the riverbank, see if I can find any coal in the walls that I haven't already picked out.
Kareem.
Oh.
Oh, no, not Kareem. Wait, you can have them if you want. I was going to give them to Kay.
Oh.
But if you want them, you can have them. It doesn't matter who takes them. I just don't need them.
Either
I
way,
have plenty of bows that I fish up.
I'll be back.
I have taken to using them as fuel for my oven.
All right. Where is Kay? I went to go get charcoal, and now... Hello.
We need to check.
Knock knock. Ow.
Ooh.
Hmm?
Hello.
Ah, perfect.
Ah,
Yes, I was just here. Got that coal that you were looking for.
thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
there was a fair bit more in the riverbanks. I've been very. I've been finding all sorts of more materials and such all throughout the all throughout. It seems like the border has expanded on all directions, which means there's a fair bit more metal to access under the water.
I see. I hate to intrude, but
Yes,
might I borrow your eyes? Something. I want to see whether or not things have changed or whether it is merely my mind playing tricks with my eyes.
sure, I can do that. Let me.
Down by the Bethel, if you would be so kind.
Of course, of course. I'll make sure to be very quiet, and I can use the little...
Does this seem different to you?
Hmm. Ah, there you are. Hmm. Maybe... I will say I haven't been down here as recently as everyone else, so... In what way are you seeing it? Because I might need a bit of
The, the coloration, the tint has changed to my eyes. And it is exuding restlessness? As if it has been waiting for something.
Well, I will say I don't exactly have as good a connection with this as many others do, so I can't really say that I feel that, but if I were to trust anybody who feels a difference down here, then it would be you. You'd be the person I would go to first and foremost. You
In
see a
your
difference, then
in your travels, have you come across a means or heard tell of a way that one could share a sight that they saw with their own eyes?
more often than not, the best way of doing that is through stories, writing, etc. There's nothing I can think of that there's nothing I can quite think of that would I might need more clarification on what you're asking me. That I might be.
I'm not certain my words could accurately portray the changes that I see here. But if there was a way to take a memory from one's mind and share it in a way that others might see. You are much more versed in magics than I.
I mean, there was an old ritual made by the wizard shot of screen. But aside
If you
from that, you could
were to
also
show
make a
me such a
painting.
ritual, it might aid this.
Okay, so just want to first off frame the sort of image that you're looking for, and
I see.
and after you're looking at it, you want to focus extremely hard. I know a mantra that many like to do was uh more sort of like a breathing technique where they breathe out and then in and like F2, like it's sort of like how monks would go Om and stuff like that.
I see.
And then you would try your best. Oh, I'm sorry, there's not many places to put water here.
It is understandable.
But yes, and then you would do your best to take that image and almost try to send it to the person that you're like manifesting that image that you've painstakingly recreated to memory. It's actually how I would make most of my models and art pieces. It was to made it very easy to see things. I know some very clever and useful people would be able to make adjustments to to their image in their own mental scape, usually as if they were drawing on the canvas. A point.
I feel as though you might be able to see that of which my mind is in an area of media, as it were.
Perhaps.
An area
I just need to focus as well because it
Snowfall and
is.
Genesis.
Alright, if I just focus really hard. Hopefully I can see what you see if I focus hard enough. Also need to make sure I breathe while I do this. Be surprised how easy it is to forget to.
He's advised.
Ow. Huh. That's how you.
This is it seems to be different. Does it not?
I mean, from. I need to be real. Was I supposed to download a mod pack? I might have missed a memo.
No.
Okay, good. I was really worried. The fact that you see it this way is quite interesting. For me, it's more of a calming greenish blue.
As though looking at the night sky.
Exactly. But your
This is as
depiction of it seems...
before.
Your depiction seems almost... At least from my point of view, it looks almost... not even angry, just the coloration is just
Waiting.
yes,
It is
like it's primed for something.
Yes.
Well, I must say you definitely see what's going on more than I can, and if that's what it seems to look like to you, I would definitely keep my eye on it. Last, I
Not
mean, if
that I
it's
will.
been, ugh, ugh. Either way, let me
It
just.
became like this after I started cleaning the ring with the tool that you gave.
Hmm.
I'm not certain if that bears any connection or not.
Unsure of why that would be. I mean,
Or perhaps that the
perhaps
delving back into stories of cycles old as frequently as I have is beginning to take its toll.
can't imagine why the tool would be any different. I mean, I guess you are cleaning it faster than this here would expect one to. Wouldn't you? Don't think it's. Don't think that it's angry that you're cleaning it is like
It doesn't feel angry, nor is it coming forth the sentinels.
that is understandable, but we haven't
Usually
exactly.
when it is angered it does so, but
Yes,
this is something different.
something that hasn't happened in cycles prior, or
Not that I have found connection of, but also there was something friend I'm not sure if friend Kareem showed you that which we discovered after you retired for the night.
I do not believe so. We've more just been talking. They've been mentioning their last couple moments while they were away recovering and all that.
Well, let us return to the surface then. I will show you what else we found.
Hmm.
I believe in you, Captain.
That might be a mistake. Oh, there we go. Ooh. Ah,
Obi.
I will be honest. I was expecting you to come up through. I keep forgetting that you have wings now.
It is certainly something that
It's like I look
many
down and
people
I'm
are
like,
taking
they're
time
taking an
getting
awful
used
long
to.
time to start climbing, and then I just like woo. Oh, but
Captain,
yes.
Ferris found this stuff for you.
This stuff.
We were looking for you.
Oh, Mithril.
Y- You went out to go get some stuff for Kay,
I
and
didn't know
so we just
exactly
kind of
what
hung
you
out for a
needed.
little while.
I didn't know exactly what you needed, so I kind of just grabbed anything that looked cool. And that's really the only thing I found.
You quite literally found the exact thing that I said. Good job.
Oh, thank you.
I will make sure to hold on to that. Perhaps I can make some hollowed metal with that.
I had a crazy adventure trying to find that stuff. I
Oh.
was in the cave. There was a weird like tunnel type thing. I went through it, and I was at the lab. So I had to leave there,
Mm-hmm.
and then I went through, and I accidentally showed up. I accidentally showed up at the bottom of the red side, where all like the darkness and stuff was. So I had to immediately leave there and find my way back up.
Oh my word. That is quite
Every
the.
time,
That's.
every time I stopped to get more of that stuff, I immediately heard an explosion behind me. So
Ooh, well, I am happy to know that you are safe. Uh, good job, but don't. Don't go running off on some crazy adventure all the time. If it ever gets to be too dangerous, I don't have to make stuff. I care about your safety and the safety of the people here more than anything else. Like I said, sometimes you know our conversation about the pavement. That's the pavement. Either it will or it won't. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Oh, but you said you wanted to show me something out past somewhere. Okay, was it?
Actually, it's just up here in the river between the two areas.
Ah,
Oh, three areas. Oh, four areas now with the lighthouse and
The
second
center of
community hall?
everything.
Yes, this little spire in the center of all.
oh, look at them with their fancy wings.
I got a fancy boat.
I used to have a fancy boat.
Well, now
And
we
then
know
you
where
did
it
a
went.
magnificent parking job.
Oh, huh.
Hmm.
Okay. That seems.
And this is not the only area like this that we found.
Oh yeah, I saw another one of these. It was over there. There was another thing like that over there. It was in like the house.
Oh.
Hmm. Well, could you show us? Like lead the way?
It's gone now.
Oh, well that is
It was there, now it's not.
Hmm.
well, that doesn't seem good.
That seems ominous.
Yes.
Hmm.
But this one has also, these have also changed as that which was.
Sorry. Sorry, I just have to address something real quick. I will be right back. I've been sent to inform you that the forest folk will no longer be honoring the ancient truce in the light of your recent action. Welcome in Toxic Black Friday. I didn't really know I had to deal with the forest people. So, I hope for the best. I hope you're doing okay.
Hydrate.
I hope it was a mistake. I do play a Fearbolg on Bitscrits and Halfwits, who is a
always a good
hunter
idea to
of
keep
the
yourself
of like a forest god for a forest god. So, I'm not really sure what I did, but I hope that it is resolved. Enjoy your stay, and we are currently doing lore. Sorry about that. Some thoughts in my head.
Thoughts tend to get loud sometimes and are not always as patient as they ought to be.
Less loud, more confused.
Hmm.
Anyway, that definitely doesn't seem.
Hmm.
Whatever the case is, whatever might be happening, we need to keep an eye on it. I
What do you mean they changed?
hmm?
I heard Kay say that it changed, but what does that mean?
The shadows no longer treat me to the sight of a star-filled sky. It is changed
Mm-hmm.
to my eyes. It is more so, as the captain put it, it is primed.
Primed. Very, very. Just seems, at least based on well, the you trying to impart a bit of your sight onto me, it seemed yeah, like instead of a star-filled sky, it's more like, the best I can say is just red. Like I don't have a good analogy for that.
Oh.
It felt red.
Hmm.
It's star-filled sky, but it's red.
I mean, it still looks like a star-filled sky to me. I'm seeing it and it looks the same, but also I'm not as connected to everything
It
that
looks
you all do.
fine to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't see a difference, but I'll take your word for what you're seeing.
I would trust you to know what's best about this stuff. I mean, perhaps you're more attuned to the subtle changes of it than we are.
Perhaps.
Whatever the
Perhaps.
case, definitely seems like something we want to keep an eye on, especially if it's spreading to different locations.
Hmm.
Yes, but it is not as voracious as it was, nor does it have in the primal intent and drive that it did then. I am not certain of what this means. This is merely what I can convey.
I understand it. It's probably very difficult. I know the way I was trying, the like try, we had to go through a whole meditation technique just to get a glimpse of it. So
Hmm.
I understand that
It's
words don't exactly do it justice.
words are often beginning to fail me, it seems. Which is a new experience.
Hmm.
Oh, hello, Zach.
Hello.
Hello. We're
No
just
water.
discussing some of the more the stuff and things right here.
Hmm.
Hey Kareem,
Hmm.
can I talk to you for a bit?
Yeah. Uh,
All right.
Captain. While I go talk with Ferris, could you gather everyone and just go take them over, to the tank and
Of
just keep
course.
them busy?
Of course. Of course. We have Zach and we have
I haven't
Kay.
seen Rel in a little bit.
Yeah, I
I
haven't
don't think
seen.
I've seen them all this
Have
morning.
they? Kay, where is Kay?
I believe that they were off to gather some supplies from
Oh.
through their.
I have a feeling they might have retired for the night,
Perhaps.
or at least retired for a nap. Whatever the case, we can head over to the tank for a bit. Perhaps I can show Kay here how to use the. I can make some of that hollowed metal. Oh, that'd be fun. Hollowed. I haven't made hollowed metal in ages.
If you'd like, I can do a quick flyabout to look for friend Rel.
Hmm.
And see if they can be if they are in an area not in their portal.
Portal.
Hey! Food!
You've been getting pretty good with that.
Yeah.
Doing a good job. Has it been helping with the experience?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Happy that you're able to get some of
My
that.
boots are gone! No!
Oh well, I guess now it's the perfect time to go ahead and maybe make something. Let's see what other metals we have that I can make today. I'm sure I can make something interesting. I will say, Zach, I'm very proud of you for taking to magic as fast as you are.
Yeah.
Yes, you're doing a lovely job, and I'm sure you're going to do great things with it once you've got it all mastered. It'll be the one thing I've found is that those who are able to use magic the best often end up being a shield for those who can. Yeah. Now I was recently given some. Ah, yes, there's some orichalcum, mithril, Armot, or I don't believe Armot, but it could be. Might be. Ah, I'm still missing adamantite. Ah, well, gives me a chance to make something else. What else can we make? Have any promethium? If we had any promethium, I might be able.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hello, hello.
Yeah.
I'm currently
How fares
looking.
friend Rel on this day?
Wonderful to have you all back. Rel, have you seen the new forge?
Oh, no.
Oh, it's
That's
lovely.
interesting.
Yes, it's a design from the old Merling cities. Essentially, you'll be able to I've been able to make a fair bit of alloys and stuff like that, and it's able to stretch metal resources a bit further. I found for every piece of ore that I put into it, I get 2 ingots out.
That's really cool.
Oh, it's wonderful. I know back the ancient forges of the Merling, they used to have all of these made out of prismarine, and well, I will say that there was always talk of making a forge even better than this one, but they've required far too many resources to be viable.
It's
Oh,
a very neat forge, though.
oh,
Since
it
we
is.
have some of the most traveled people here, I was wondering if you might be able to help me identify some of the items in this. If someone would like to give this a read.
Okay. Let me just go ahead and sit by the forge. I set it up so that way I could work within it without having to deal with the possibility of suffocating. In the inky depths where the darkness hums, a ritual unfolds, not for violence, but for development, a merging of mind and stone. Here a seeker approaches, ready to pierce the veil between realms. Tools are needed, not weapons, but offerings, conduits, protection. Eye of Ender, pulsing orb imbued with the echoes of Endermen and their connection to the unseen. Seek one that shimmers with an unworldly luminescence, a key to unlocking hidden realms. Well, I've heard tell of something like that, mixing the pearls of those tall beasties with well, for lack of a better term, hellfire. It's
I think I can make one.
Hellfire. Echo Shard. A fragment of amethyst imbued with the lingering energies of ancient builders. Seek one that resonates with your own intuition. A bridge between the physical and the ethereal. I must say that one's a bit more out of my depth. It feels more... seems to be out of my wheelhouse. Though I would say that if any place were to have echoes, it would be a fair bit of... I would say a fair number of those. The Bethel seems to be a good place for those. The Though with all the changes going on, I doubt I'd be a bit more careful.
I certainly will.
Shadow fruit. Strange and bioluminescent, these hold the power to channel and amplify energy. Gather a cluster, their otherworldly light illuminating the paths to the hidden truth. There have been those new berries that have been growing recently. Might be that.
They sound like they'd be called shadow
I mean,
somethings.
they are dark fruit, though, and they're new. To house the perceptions of new understanding, you must prepare yourself for that which is to come. Preparations for protecting the vessels of perception. Blindfold of deep dark vines woven from the heart of the deep, imbued with the earth's embrace. Woven with a heart of the deep. Cover your eyes with them, not to block sight, but to open your mind. The whispers carried into unseen current. Definitely out of my wheelhouse. Cauldron of moon water. Cauldron filled with water gathered under the full moon, with its reflective and dreamlike essence. This will be the vessel of your transformation, the pool where unseen realms are mirrored. To protect the vessel during your voyage of the mind, you, with the torch of soul fire, a torch bathed in the otherworldly flames of soul lantern, its spectral light will ward off lurking dangers in the unseen corners of the world. That shouldn't be too hard. Well, I hope my insight was good with that. I hope I offered more information than you had already, but...
That you certainly did provide more information than that which I had at the start.
That is wonderful to thankfully help with. Let's... yeah. What type of... Ooh, I have runite. I could actually... What can I use runite for again?
Real quick.
Yes?
Does anyone want some iron swords?
I mean, I have my trident in my aquarium, but I don't think anybody would say no to it. Let me go ahead and make some runite real quick. I haven't made runite in a long, long time, so I don't quite remember what it does. Yeah. Oh, that might actually be useful. Alright. Let me go ahead and make you a new set of boots, Zach.
Boots!
These are runite boots. Now these should be a fair bit tougher than the boots you were using. Also, if anybody else needs any type of armor, let me know. I can try and craft something out of the metals we have currently.
Armor is not something that I find myself using of often.
Makes sense. You're more of an evasive person, going here and there and avoiding getting hit than armor would probably just slow you down, to be fair.
I didn't think you thought of my nature as evasive.
Well, I
Tried to
mean,
be
like,
very forthright.
no, not in conversation and in interaction. I mean, in, like, combat. Like, you're able to weave in and out.
Have any of you seen Ferris?
I have not.
I just had a snowfall, like we were talking, and then it broke into a snowball fight, and they didn't come back over. So
They have not joined us here.
Yeah,
You wish
we
to
haven't.
form a search party?
I'm gonna go check something.
Okay.
Yes.
Just
Please don't be down there.
right. Rel, what about you? What strange metals have you been able to find? I know you're a purveyor of different things, so I've never quite been able to. You've seen a couple things that I've never been able to quite put into.
I think most of the stuff in here is what I got.
Ah, wonderful.
There might be
And
a few things.
I know.
I know Midas gold is one of them.
Ooh, Midas gold. Old mythology about an old king. Oh, swear. But I do
Expensive.
I will say, if you ever find any extra Karmot, let me know. I'm trying to see if I can make a new focus for Zach. The focus
Kinda
should.
looks like Jello.
Oh, it does. You know it.
Yeah, I might check. I
Yes.
think I would notice if I had Jello looking stuff.
But yes, it's
Armand.
yes.
Does it look like cheese?
No, it actually looks like this. Like they said, Jello.
Let me see if I have any.
Wonderful.
Jello. Oh, I thought they said yellow.
Ah, that's understandable. Water. Maybe, yeah. Manganese, platinum, beryllium. I will say I would love to start working with some banglum. Banglum is honestly, that might actually be interesting. Maybe we can make you a helmet out of that. Maybe, maybe not. It depends. Nope. Okay, good. We can. Banglum has always been a bit touch and go. Where did the other two go?
I don't know.
Alright. Now, banglum is that metal that you find underground, and when you mine it, sometimes, if you're not careful, it will blow up. But this right here, forging a helmet out of it, gives you a bit of resistance to explosions, because that banglum's able to survive those explosions, so if below.
I have but one fragment.
That's not enough to make a block, but it will be able to use it with my extra fragment to make a bit more. Or actually, wait, this might actually be enough because I've been doubling everything I've been putting in, so might have just enough. Now it seems Karmot is one of those metals that doesn't quite get that buff. Ah well, one away. One more piece of Karmot, and then we'll have you that new focus sack.
Okay.
I'll leave you guys all a bit.
Are you feeling well?
Old Captain's nerves have been acting up again. Feel like
There's a monster.
What?
Been...
One of the thingies again. That was in the shed. I don't know what you guys would call it, but it's in the shed again.
I'm going for it. Oh.
Been today just feels like, you know, being on a ship so long, you're used to every day being a battle, and so been a bit hyper focused on things.
There he is.
Where? Oh. Oh. I wanted to kill him.
My, I'll be honest, that went down a whole lot quicker than
I don't think a bow's the most efficient method for that kind of thing, though.
You don't.
Captain?
Just, I felt like I heard Kareem say something before they went off to look for Ferris. And I'm worried that they've I want to believe that it's just my imagination, but it sounded like they said, I hope they're not down there.
I wish I could say that was your imagination.
I'm happy to know I'm not going crazy.
Oh, we've all been crazy before.
I'm heading down to go and see if maybe they're in the Bethel or something.
The only place I can think that they would want to avoid with such determination would be the residence of Olive.
Mm-hmm. Kareem?
He took him! Frank fucking took my son! Varys! Give him back!
Kareem! Kareem!
You bastard!
Kareem! Kareem! What happened?
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. You fucking took him!
No, come on, let's get out of here.
He's gone. My son is gone. He took Ferris. I didn't mean it.
First things first, we need to get you out of here, okay? First things, we're going to get you out of here. We're going to find, Stay back! You goddamn! We need to get you out of here. We'll get you out of here. We can talk about it, and then... Said they took him, right?
Frank. He took Ferris. I know he did.
Think there's a way to get them back? Do you think it's too late, or...
I don't know.
Well, that gives
Frank didn't come back.
Frank also spent a lot longer down. That gives us hope. That's
They
all
both died the same way. didn't mean it. We were having a snowball fight, and I guess I threw too many, and Ferris fell off, and I thought he was gonna come back. He didn't. So it's all my fault.
No, don't say that. It's not. Didn't mean to. That's not. Ferris
Just
wouldn't.
because I didn't mean to doesn't mean it didn't happen.
But that doesn't make it your fault. Not in something like that. Something as harmless as a snowball fight wouldn't mean something. It wouldn't. There's intent behind actions, and your intent with that was to have fun with Ferris. At no point were you trying to hurt them.
I did try to hurt them in the beginning. When I first met Ferris.
Yes, and you changed. You learned to
And
love
then it
them.
ended up the same way.
We it may have ended a similar way, but it was not the same. The circumstances were different. Your intentions were different, and that is not just because an ending happened does not mean that things cannot change. We need to get you back up to the surface. This place is messing with your head, and I don't want you spending more time down here and letting Frank get you to. They were willing to take Ferris, then well, they're dealing with more than you, that's for sure.
Right.
Trust me when I say. Anything that I will go through hell to get to help them and to help you. You are my family, the only family I have left. I will not lose you. And if there's any chance in all of the realms that Ferris is able to come back, I can promise you I will not rest until that happens. There's more to
Right.
I promise you, but we need to get you out. Okay?
Right.
Come on. Okay. Back home. Okay? Come on. We'll figure out something. From them. There we go. How many of them are going to keep coming back? Okay. Okay.
Why do these creepers not... Hello! Where'd you all go? Hello?
Sorry, just a lot on our mind right now.
Oh. Is everything okay?
I don't think I can answer that in good faith.
Did I miss something?
Let's get inside. Need to get inside. Need. Oh, hello. Sorry, just. You go ahead and head to the greenhouse. I need to. I need to get something.
What happened?
I don't know. Okay, do you know
That
what
is
happened?
not my story to tell.
Okay. Come on, inside. Come on. It's okay. Okay. Your arms. They're.
I can't feel it. Too cold.
Sorry, I just had to get ill. I haven't. I'm sorry. I should have gone with you too. I should have gone with you too.
It's already happened. By the time I left to go check and grab my armor, I'm sure Ferris is already gone. I waited too long. I thought Ferris would come back and just come running through the opening of the cave with a handful of snowballs.
Yeah. I don't know what to do.
I don't know either.
I thought things were going right. And I should have trusted my gut. I knew things were getting worse, but I didn't. I shouldn't have let you go alone. I should have been there. I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. It's mine.
If I had been there, maybe we could have pulled back, stayed near the water.
Nothing you would have done would have changed it. I'm sure of it. It's all my fault. It's the same damn place it happened to Frank, too. On that damn mushroom. Standing there talking, and talking led to argument, and I pushed him, and now I pushed Ferris. Of course, we weren't arguing this time. I'm a fucking murderer.
Or not.
I am, though. 2 people have died from my fucking hands. How many more? How many more until you finally agree?
You'd have to surpass my own, and I don't think that's going to happen. Just, I don't want you destroying yourself over this. I know what guilt feels like, and I know what it can do to somebody.
It's too late for that. Look at me. The whole reason Ferris wanted to take me over there is to ask me if I was okay. And I lied. I lied to him. I told him I was fine because I didn't want to break his heart and tell him that I was terrified. I am terrified. I don't know what's happening to me. I am scared. I've always been scared.
Yeah. Just, you want to go to the grave? Just to,
Yep.
just to, I know it,
There was no grave.
no. The grave. Ferris's. The one we made. Just to,
Hmm.
I know it's not the same, but we can at
You
least
think
sit there.
like that?
We can sit there with our thoughts and at least in spirit, be like one big family for a little bit.
That would be nice.
I'll go and get some. I'm sure I have some potions around here. If there's any time for one, now would be it. Oh, I don't think Fire's restocked me on it. Oh well. Elle will get to come with us this time. Come on. I'll meet you down there.
Alright.
Okay.
That wasn't there the last time I've been here.
So that's where. I guess I had an idea of where they got their the mithril from. I thought I'd
I
seen
left
it
so
already.
many things in here for them.
I remember writing this book. This is back when I wasn't sure if they were going to come back.
Yes, now we know for sure.
Dear, dear ferret thing. I was hoping we could have been friends. I wish we could have met earlier and talked longer. Living as long as I do, find tricksters who in reality had more potential than they ever knew. Maybe in another life I could have taken you in as an apprentice, taught you the basics of model making, put your art skill to use. I still have your painting of me, hung on my wall. I made you one as well, though whether you get it is another story. Ah well. Rest well, and Lachlabotterman. Dearly, Captain. Did I ever tell you about what a Klabauterman was? I'm not sure if I ever did.
I'm not sure. I might have forgotten it.
On ships, a lot of people would say that every ship had a soul to it. Every piece had something that everything that you took care of has something about it. And when you made sure to take care of it, it would take care of you. Those spirits that inhabited those ships were called Klabautermen. Always promised that so long as you took care of the ship, they would take care of you in turn. Some sailors would say they would see them in their little raincoats with their hammers, fixing up different things that might have caused problems for sailors on the high seas. They were also they were also tricksters in their own right, liking to pull pranks on some of the more well the more easily tricked crew members. Some some ships even believed that they were demons and they had to be gotten rid of, but those ships never seemed to last as long as the ones that respected them. They were. It's one of the reasons why I cared about Ferret as much as I did when they first showed up. I couldn't help but remember my own ship and see them, and almost felt like a part of the ship was back with me. Though, to be fair, the ship is, well, the ship's been long gone, and so is so are all the people who used to be part of it. The one thing I know is that even if they're gone, even if wherever they are, even if I stopped being their captain and they got hurt because I stopped doing that or I made a lapse in judgment, I wouldn't, I would, they wouldn't, I don't think they would have wanted me to blame myself for. I still do, obviously, but I don't think Ferret would appreciate you blaming yourself right now. It's
There's
okay.
not much else I can do. Not like I can bring him back.
Gotta keep moving forward. I promise you, I'll be here every step of the way. I'll make. I promise you.
Do you hear Zach just scream?
I think he's calling out for me right now.
You think we should go check?
Maybe.
Oh.
Really.
Captain?
Sorry, water. That's not a good sign.
Turn.
I don't like how this is. Yeah.
I killed a zombie and the.
Yeah. Same thing happened. Just. Okay. What? I don't like this. No. Can't just not defend ourselves, but we can't. Uh, why now? Why now?
Okay.
Every time something dies around it, it's spreading.
That is something that I am more accustomed to.
How do we go about stopping it? Needs to be underground, right? That's its whole thing. Shouldn't be up here, right?
It has, in the distant past been on the surface? It was contained below by one merging with the portion on the surface.
Fucking bastards. Bring back Meebits and bring back Ferris.
What happened to Ferris?
They're
They're dead.
gone.
What?
It's all my fault.
Not.
It is, though.
Stop saying it's your fault. It's not your fault.
Then I would be lying.
No, you wouldn't.
Claiming responsibility is telling a falsehood.
You were saying, Kay, about containing this.
In the distant past, when it broached the surface, there was one who melded with it, and through some effort was able to restrain it below. I can begin to search for the methods that were used for that, but it is not something that I thought would have need of, and my studies have primarily focused elsewhere.
It,
Wings are not conducive to swimming.
sorry, just saw you over here looking. We right now we need to make sure that this doesn't spread any faster than it already is. We need to stop killing whatever's up here and causing it to spread. Try to avoid that as best we can until we can find a way to stop this. I understood?
Yes.
Good. Last thing we need is this stuff spreading any further than it's already starting. I'm...
In that case, we all might want to gather some tethers in case the wild animals begin to wander towards it. That way we might lead them away.
Yes.
I think I might have a few. But sometimes I fish them up, I think.
Mm-hmm. And I still have the cages from freeing all of those, all of the animals from earlier, so we can use those as well. That should speed things up by a fair bit. I'm going to go get some cages and start moving them to a safer place. I think the lighthouse might. Does the lighthouse have this too? Like,
It was over
It
there before.
seems to be growing that way.
Going in that direction, then I'd want to move it in a different, everything in a different direction.
Of the areas I have seen, there is one place it has not encroached.
And that would be?
It is an area that most will find difficult to visit. The abode of Olive. It has strayed far and wide from that area.
I wonder why. I'm going to go get some cages to help move the animals, do my best, and I'm going to bring the cages, I'm going to leave them with you, and I'm going to start gathering materials, because any materials could be used. Whatever we need to do to hold this back, we're going to need materials, and I can't stay still. I can't right now. While I'm out gathering materials, okay? Make sure my friends and family are safe, okay?
I will strive to do all that I can for you in that regard.
Take care of Elle. I've been with them as long as I've been here. If anything happened to them, or Kareem, or anybody, I don't know what I'd do. I'll see you in a fair bit. God damn it. God damn it. Okay.
Building over by the lighthouse. And I live in that cave, so there was no reason for me to go up there.
I see.
I just got some of. I feel bad putting them back in cages, but what's everybody discussing? I'm a bit out of the loop.
I'm planning on moving all the animals up to the top of that mountain.
Good. Okay.
Since I haven't been up there. And
Well, I will go ahead and hand you all of these and some extras to get any of the smaller critters out of there. I'm going to need to make a lot of buckets for the axolotls because I am not putting them back in the jars. I am not.
Captain, if you need iron for that, I do
I-
have
I
a
have
supply.
I have a fair bit, but I do appreciate it. I
okay,
just
could I talk to you in a bit?
I'm going to go ahead and finish getting all of the lottles. I'll whichever one of you I find first, I will be dumping them off on you. I'm going to be getting a lot of materials. Anything we need to stop this and do whatever we can. Okay? Gonna be fine. We're gonna solve this like we always have. Gonna be fine.
Okay, could we find a place to talk, please?
As we can carry. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll make it through this. We'll make it through this.
Oh no. No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay. Move Milo and didn't get all of you. It'll be fine. Okay. Okay. Way. Where are they? Okay. Can I find? Hello. Ah, perfect. I needed both of you.
Hi.
Hello. So, I'm gonna be gone for a fair bit. Similar to last time I left. Need to get some things. Zach, while I'm gone, I want you to continue your magic training. I want you to do well. Feel free to use the forge to make different armors if you need. And make sure you keep people safe, okay?
If I can't fight monsters, I can't get the experience I need to do magic.
Yeah. Just do what you can. Keep people safe and use your best judgment. Try your best not to kill anything near these things. Maybe try somewhere else. But
Okay.
whatever the case, just I trust you to use your better judgment. All that. Rel, I need you to find some more material for me. Something. There should be a material out where you found that sand that I asked you to get last time. I believe it went by Stormex last I visited. I would go myself or try to go with you, but well, it's not exactly a place that's fit for someone like me.
Yeah.
I need enough for a block, and maybe a couple shields, if possible. I know that's not exactly. Sometimes when you're getting the ore, it'll drop something special, something
The
useful.
funny thing is, I have that already.
Oh,
If you need it right now.
I don't need it immediate. I'm mainly getting it for Zack because when put into his scepter, it should create a very wide protection effect. And if we can't attack, we need to defend. You can take
That
all the
makes
time
sense.
you need. I understand. If you need anything in exchange for that, trust me. There is no price I'm not willing to pay at this point.
I'll look for more of it.
I appreciate
I only
it.
have one shield, so.
Yeah, it's not exactly the most common, I should know.
Yeah.
But, in the meantime, do your best. Feel free to use the forge to make whatever ores you do get stretch a bit further. We're all in this together, after all. And, I hate to be. You were technically the first person that I met, so.
That's so many.
There's a lot.
Okay.
I also found these. I'm uncertain if,
Oh my god. There's so many.
Yeah.
You can have some carmine.
Oh,
Whatever
perfect.
that's called.
If that's the case, Zach, you can use that. Use what Karmot is over in the forge to make yourself that block.
Okay.
Make yourself that focus. It should be able to keep people healthy around you.
Okay.
Like I said, I appreciate you all immensely, and when I get back, whatever I bring back, is going to help us. Just, if I'm gone for a bit longer than expected, that's because it's taking longer than expected to work through everything. Just keep everybody safe. That's all I ask.
Yep.
I'll see you in a little bit. Keep an eye on Kareem. They're not taking what happened too well. I'll see you around.
Good luck.
Alright. One last thing.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hit you with that.
I may not know everything that happened. I may not know how you feel about what happened with Kareem, Frank. If you still go by that name, I assume. They've told me a lot about you. They cared about you a lot. It's always the creeps interrupting the intern monologues, aren't it? Isn't it? I understand that Probably felt hurt. Like you should have known better than anyone that ferret was off limits. I don't know what it's going to take. Either I'm going to get them back, or I'm going to get back at you. One way or another. You didn't just take ferret from Kareem. Took them from everybody. And I will not forgive that. I will not stand for that. Yeah. Where do we want to start this? Somewhere near water, that's for Alright, no caves in this section. Might be a better idea to start a bit further this way. Thank you for the follow, by the way. We're currently doing Spellbound stuff, not Spellbound, Snowfall stuff. So, I might not quite, if there are people, I might not respond. Hope you're having a fun time. Pop, 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 pop. There we go. Bound to be some around here. And that, my friends, was the latest episode of the Snowfall SMP! What will happen? What will happen? Who knows? I'm gonna go ahead and find someone to raid real quick. And, yeah, we'll see what happens. Captain is rightfully angry at Frank right now. Rightfully angry at Frank. I'm not sure what's gonna happen. I'll be real. There we go. I will go ahead and say that tomorrow I should be doing a regular stream, no lore, which means we will be continuing our subathon that we've been doing. Let me just go ahead and go off that real quick. Fun, as always. I do hope you all enjoyed your time, and without further ado, let me see, are they still live? Alright. I'm gonna quickly raid /raid mystery portal 73. And I will see you all next time. Remember, I'm on all the social medias, Blue Sky, join the Discord, etc., etc. And, I'll see you later.